Going to Janice's desk. We have a group meeting at Janice's desk.
We are.
All right, a motion to come out of executive session.
So we.
All right, got a motion by Mr. Bishop, second by Mr. Morrow. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Any opposed, the like sign. All right, the record will show that no action was taken.
Wants to come back in for one thing, but I have to go ahead and ask y'all, we have, and this would be if you want me to add it on to next Tuesday's agenda. We have a request to do an ad in the 2017 Mississippi Business Journal. Mandy Arender of Rankin County Chamber has been chosen as one of the ladies that could potentially, she's in the running for the 2018 Woman of the Year.
What's it called?
Well, they have all different sizes, but they do have one that's like an eighth of a page for $250, a quarter of a page for $500.
Where does this all go out? This goes out where, all over the state?
It's the magazine, 2017 Mississippi Business Journal, Leading Women in Mississippi magazine.
And what's the difference in this and any other that we would do for some girl running for a pageant?
Why can't we push this through the?
Ranking first.
There you go. I
Yeah.
wasn't gonna say it, but y'all did. So, yeah.
This one, Daniel had given this letter to us about the agency needing the mulcher and chipper.
Yes, what that was, that's already taken care of.
That's already
what,
taken
yeah,
care of?
absolutely. All that was when the large drug seizure took
Okay.
place down
We've
in
got
South
that.
Mississippi.
Okay.
MBN needed a chipper to help out with. Slade just asked him to put it in writing that they're using it for that, so they use it to
Okay.
destroy
Marijuana?
4 acres of marijuana.
It was marijuana?
Yeah.
Then,
Damn, did we bring the trailer back?
We parked it at AAA.
They didn't blow it off, did they?
That's
and
right.
any of you plan on attending the fall conference that will be held in Vicksburg. The MAS conference, our fall session, Vicksburg, October the 17th through the 19th.
Yeah, ma'am.
I do not.
I am.
Okay. All right, and one other thing, Mike, you want to tell them about the Five Lakes Utility are requesting dumpsters for a cleanup?
They have asked us. We've done it before, right, Mike? And the folks.
5 Lakes.
Well, it's Robin Hood.
Oh.
Put it down, Robin. They're trying to make an effort. The water district, along with the fire department, trying to make an effort for some of our more unsightly spots down in Robin Hood to have a community cleanup on a weekend, especially some of these older folks who can't do. So they want 2, 3 dumpsters.
Did we not do, were they not involved in the cleanup?
They were involved in the thing, and I told them that we would work to try this to see if it would work, if they get that kind of response. And I believe the fire department mans the dumpster. We get them dropped off, and we gotta let Mike finish out what we all do.
We really don't do nothing on this. Basically, we just get the dumpsters dropped off. Between the Water Association, Volunteer Fire Station, they keep it cleaned up. All we do is pick the dumpsters back up.
For how long?
We just usually drop them like on a Friday, Jay, and pick them up on a Monday. It's a weekend deal.
That I feel is my responsibility to bring up to y'all is the fact that we do an extreme amount of dumpsters.
Yeah.
We have no funds for that, but what is charged individuals in the county for residential pickup. Where we find ourselves then in a few years is having to raise our rates because we don't have a village on for any of it. So you've got those in the county that pay this garbage bill or pay for all these dumpsters, and it makes us each several years have to raise it because we don't have the funds. We don't have any way. Our small grant that we get from the state does not even take
Cover
care
our
of
costs.
the cost of our recycling containers. The $75,000 we get doesn't even touch. It's not even probably 3/4 of our household hazardous waste cleanup. So we find ourselves, with a large bill out here for containers that we don't have the means to to pay for other than raising residential rates. And I just.
That we did 4 years ago. Wasn't it about 4 years
Yeah,
ago?
that's why about every 6 years, we have to go up on the rates. I wish a long time ago we had kept, when we had mills on, we had kept at least a quarter or a half mil on our solid waste.
Yeah, because we cut that half meal off and got no credit
Sure.
for it.
Yeah.
We did have a half a meal on it
Well,
for
long time-
that.
Right,
and-
there was more than that, it kept getting cut down.
Yeah.
Finally, that last was wiped out, which we should have kept on there. to
Yeah,
take
that
care
was a
of the
mistake.
Cost of these containers, but.
So what do we, I know we do the annual cleanup in May or April, and that's county-wide. Is that pretty much what you're referring to? Is
Well, we have a lot of other containers that are around the county that are not even just recycling containers.
Well, every place we have a barn, don't we have several at
Yeah,
each one?
and what's happening is, and I was on that, help Laura out right there, our dumpsters are getting dumped. I mean, we're collecting way more garbage. I mean, the garbage is just doubled that we're getting in. A lot of it is abuse from contractors, you know. I mean, I fight it down here at Brandon. Every day I fight it at all these barn facilities. It's not manned. Contractors just come in, dump what they want to.
Bring a dump trailer and dump it.
Well, heck, we need to put a camera up and a sign and say we'll prosecute you.
Okay, this is what I run into. You confront that guy, and he goes, "No, I swear I'm tearing down a building there at my house. This is trash."
Well,
He's just an individual. He ain't gonna say, "Yeah, I'm building 3 houses over there, and I'm hauling my stuff down here." So our guys that are there, they're hesitant to confront him because they don't want to offend them, but because that's what they'll tell you. They're not going to tell you the truth. I don't know how you separate it.
well, if you have a wireless camera sitting there and take a picture of their construction truck pulling
It
up,
won't have a construction name on it.
okay.
It'll
Well,
have
if we can get
pick
their
up with a trailer.
and they're unloading shingles and stuff like that, I'm guessing.
Well, then they could be
This-
tearing
this
down.
is- They could be tearing down. I mean, it's.
I mean,
A lot of it is your fly-by-night guy, Jay, that's don't even have a license. You know, he's just doing some remodeling for somebody, and he's tearing out something for somebody, and he just comes by there and does it. You know, I mean, I know I talked to Laura about it. The same way with our tire issue. You know, we got a grant for that, but I mean, at some point, we're going to be using up our grant money because we're taking in way more tires. But if we don't take it, guess what? We're gonna pick it up anyway.
That's right.
Side of the road.
It's gonna be on the side of the road,
Yeah.
because I mean, just like today, right now, I guarantee you they dumping up there on Mount Ham on the gravel road end of it right now, you know, because they closed probably because of the rain. So, I mean, if we don't do something, I mean, we're just gonna pick it up anyway. They're gonna find a place to dump it.
That's the problem. It's a real problem.
But, I mean, we try to catch the guys, but yeah, I mean, I agree with you. Yeah, I could probably control some of it at that extent with a wireless camera, because when that contractor comes in there and you catch him repeatedly dumping in there, you know he's pretty well a contractor, then you can be aware of what's going on. That's just like, I'll use for example down there at District 1 at the Florence barn down there, when we was hauling all the rock out from down there, we didn't have no garbage down there. Everybody just kind of, I mean, dumpster stayed clean besides your regular people that brought their stuff in there and dumped and done. Put it in the dumpsters, everything was fine. 2 days after we left, looked like a bomb went off in that place, you know. I mean, they were like, hey, nobody's around here, it's free for all.
And the thing
you
is,
know?
I pulled in there one day, I thought I would catch somebody just dumping it on the ground because they won't throw it in the dumpster. I pulled up in there, I thought, oh, right, I got you.
Well, then let's
This
just
little old
pick
lady,
them all up.
she couldn't put it in the dumpster. So I helped her pull it out and put it in the
Even our
dumpster.
little dumpster we have over here that was sitting on the
Yeah.
lot where they're building now, people come and put household.
Yeah, I mean, I
items
have-
in there. It's the plates, I mean, like your divided plates you eat off of, it's just all around the side of it.
So why do we have these dumpsters at all of our barns anyway? If we
Well,
do
we-
garbage pickup twice a week,
It's,
But they
It's not
they can't
exactly
pick up the
garbage.
big stuff. I mean, it's gotta be so much length and they ain't gonna pick up. That's just like leaves. I mean, I'll tell you, for example, you pull up there, somebody got 100 bags of leaves in a garbage bag. garbage people is not gonna pick them up. They're gonna pick up 4 bags, and they're gonna rock on.
Why don't we just pick up our dumpsters?
But then you're gonna be picking up all over the place. Because I'm telling you, they're gonna dump it on the ground
So what
somewhere.
you're telling me is we
I
don't
live
have a
on a dead
budget
end
line
road
item
and
for
then
this?
they'll
City
come down
man
there and dump stuff.
A city man down there.
Our budget takes care of our residential.
I'm serious. I mean, we got the
There's a little
landfills,
bit
so.
additional left.
How you, I was just saying though, I don't,
I mean, I've been fighting
it's a
just trying
problem.
to-
I don't know what to do about it, but if
Trying
you
to
don't, you
drop
don't.
the limbs, you know, to move the limb pickup out from down there in Brandon right now, you know, because we're trying to get our sites redone, and I've got it pretty well cleaned up. Our site's pretty well cleaned up. So I really don't want to take on no more than what I got to. So we're trying to push those folks to Mount Ham, but guess what? We end up picking it up somewhere else down the side of the road, you know.
Like the recyclers we have a grant for that. It doesn't take care of all of it, but the demand is getting more for people to recycle. I think Daniel mentioned there were some other kind of grants maybe that we could look at out there to see if we could get them to
I
help
still
care,
think we
take
need
care of the
to,
recycle part.
Now, the
But
one,
just the garbage part,
yeah.
you're just.
Now, the one thing we'll help out at Brandon will, and this is partly my fault that we're no further than what we are, because we've been busy, but is this recycling thing with Brian and Hines and me and Laura's been talking about it. We're gonna have to do a little modification down there, but it'll be a nice facility. We will be able to control it there because somebody will be at that site. So we'll be able to start controlling that. But I mean, those dumpsters right there right now, I mean, I'm pulling them 3 or 4 times a week. You know, right now is how much garbage we take in.
The only thing I can think of is if you, and there, that somebody have to be there, is restrict the fact that, bringing a dump trailer in there, those bumper pull dump trailers, you wouldn't be able to take them. Because those are the ones that need to be going somewhere for sure. But I came by there one morning, I know that guy's one, there's a big pile out there, and he drove out, but I didn't see him dump it, but I know he did. He had a big old dump trailer on there, and it had building material.
But
And he
on the,
pulled up there and just dumped it right there by the dumpster, so our guys, our machines then can load it up.
but on the
It had to be
turn,
him.
turn base of this, you know, I've had some problems with getting some dumpsters dumped here lately and stuff like that. Miss Laura's looked at it, Craig's looked at it. I don't think we, correct me if I'm wrong, Miss Laura, we don't have a contract on our dumpsters, is that correct?
Through waste management,
Right.
correct. As far as the language that Craig read, the dumpsters are not part of the big waste management contract that we have to get dumpsters from them.
I know we've been asked from some people, you know, there's a local dumpster company in Rankin County.
A little bit cheaper, I think,
A
what they
little
told
bit
us.
cheaper. I think that's the reason I'm more up here anyway, is that, to try to see if, give this guy a shot at it and see what he can do, you know.
What's his name? Never mind.
It's Deep South Dumpsters, all I know. So, on that, but
So what are you asking us?
What was the 5 Lakes thing?
It's just put it for the weekend. It's a couple $100, but it's like Laura says, here, there, whatever, and it just accumulates to where we are with, you know, a pretty good significant increase in expense. Then we're gonna have to eventually have to pass that on through our residential use customer for a refuge, I guess. Is that kind of what you're doing? Is that what
Either
you're saying?
that or put it, no, it's a dirty word, but put village back on to take care of that portion of it that's outside of
gonna do it.
residential.
All right, so no action on that necessarily.
Well, do we need to?
do you
I
need
mean,
to
I'm
make
fine
action?
with it. I
What you
think
wanna do?
Robin Hood probably needs
I would
cleaned
like
up
to
more
have it,
anyway,
if
so.
they're willing, and they're successful down in Robin Hood, I might even write my own check the next time to do it, to help them do it. It costs a couple $100, you know, because Robbie, y'all see the ride through there.
Yeah.
You know, and then but the Water Lake District are behind it, the fire department's behind it, so if we can get all
I
the
think
crowd.
it's worth trying one time, see if it.
Try and see, you know, and,
I mean, it's
if-
just-
and I can tell them, we'll do it this time, but, you know, we're in a budget issue, and we're not gonna be able to do it, but maybe next time work out some other deal with them, they can give them time to do it, but I would like to see if it's successful. So, but I like
Do
to
we
make
need
the-
action on
I like to make the
Three,
motion to
or
add this.
What do we do? Do we need to start
Do we even
with
need
three or
action
start
on
with-
that?
I was gonna say, do you need a motion?
How do we need
We'll
to
just
start
do
with?
it.
Three?
I would say 3, Jared.
No,
Let's
come
see
on,
what
come
3
on,
does.
right?
For a
And,
weekend, I mean.
You know, I mean, here the worst case scenario is if they do
Seems
fill
like
up
we've
all
done it
3,
before.
you know,
I don't
and have
think
to
we
lay it
voted
on the
on it.
ground, I mean, we'll, you know, we do what we gotta do if they had that good a turnout, you know, because, I mean.
And then next time they do it, we can say, I can't do it, you know, we're gonna do it back in May or April, the countywide thing again, if we decide to do that. And then, but if they want to do something else, I'd say, hey, sorry, my hands are tied.
People enjoy the countywide thing, but what, when are we gonna do it? Have they got,
September,
22nd.
okay, they get time to get
I
notification
think
now.
because it was
Good.
a formal request, y'all can put it on here too.
Actually, they wanted to do it one other time, but the rain and stuff is
yeah, rained out that
it's kinda
weekend.
kept them from doing it.
Well, maybe we just hold off until Tuesday if we need to. If we need a motion for it, or just go ahead and do it.
There'll be plenty of time then, I could just put it on the consent.
Thank you, I was gonna say, just.
You all right
put
with
up
that,
the
Bob?
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
But
Okay.
I reckon what I was asking was, is y'all okay with using somebody besides Waste Management
Oh,
on those
absolutely.
dumpsters?
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't want to start mixing them up. I think we're going to get confused. I'm fine with changing. I just don't want to do here and there.
I understand that. But I mean, that's,
I want to get the best price we can.
When does our waste management contract run out? Do you know?
It's no contract
no
on,
contract on these dumpsters.
on the dumpsters.
On the dumpsters,
They're not
no.
under contract.
What I read it, and I sent the contract to Craig, he looked at it and he said he did not see anything on there that prohibited us from using anybody else on a dumpster because that is not considered household.
Well, maybe we need to contact them about lowering their cost if we're looking. at moving
Competition
on.
is great.
I agree.
Huh?
sir?
Competition is great.
Yeah.
How many total dumpsters did you say it was?
That we have, or they want for this weekend?
No, we
No,
have.
that we have all together.
Gosh, I
We
don't know.
got 3,
That's a running
Like
change.
ballpark. Like a
I've
lot
got about
being
15
1,000,
dumpsters
lot
out
being
there. No.
100, lot being.
No, a lot being
We got like 5 at the barn right here.
Yeah. I'm gonna say 20-something,
20-something,
counting recycles.
yeah.
Okay.
They all got to recycle down there. That's another thing we run into problem. That's the reason we're gonna try to push
Yeah,
towards this
people
recycling thing is
People throw
Because-
stuff
Mm-hmm.
household garbage is getting thrown in recycle getting thrown in, you know, cause I mean, I
on there.
just,
And once they're mixed, it all goes to the dump.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they won't. they
Makes you
won't
wonder
sort
how
it.
many of them ever get into the recycle place then.
I hope all of them.
Now, I
Yeah,
know,
I
I
know,
know the
but-
ones,
Me
I
too.
know the reservoir one does, and I know that they say those go to the recycle, but I don't know about the down at EOC. I think it gets a lot of household garbage.
But when we get this recycling thing set up, people be able to bring that recyclable material down there. They'll have presses set up that'll press all this stuff into bales. They'll haul it out on 18-wheelers.
When we do this, will we stop having recyclings out in the county?
No, because I think this is only going to be cardboard,
Oh,
shredded paper,
Plastics, I
and
think.
maybe plastics.
I know they're gonna start with the paper and the cardboard first and then get into the
And
plastics.
they said that the cardboard, when they compact it and they bundle it, it has to stay dry. That's why they have to have something built.
We're gonna have to
over
have
that.
some kind of little
Because
pole
you
barn
can't
type
get-
shed
Are
deal.
we getting revenue out of this?
Yes, we
Yeah.
will get a percentage.
Okay.
Yes.
people like,
Plus, it will, I mean, that's not great, but for us to recycle too, we can, sometimes some of the paper that we have, we can, like Larry does the shredding once a year, and it might be that we could work out something with them, that we could actually use them to do the shredding. They have a large commercial shredder.
Who is them?
It's Hines Community College.
Oh.
They
is
were
what it
moving that
is.
from the Raymond location to
Yes.
our.
But they won't
Rankin
move from
County.
Raymond to our location.
What, 8 months, a year ago?
Where are they
They're not-
putting it?
Probably first of the year.
Out
They,
at,
they doing it out there at the old prison. I went out there, Jay.
This year's gone, brother.
where they
Well,
want to do
not-
it here.
Yeah, where are we putting it
Yeah,
here?
it would be out there where his dumpsters are, down on Marquette, where his, they're gonna be cleaned up. We won't have all of those dumpsters. There's an area back there that Mike said that they could put it.
We're gonna take where our dumpster pad is back there.
Yeah.
We're gonna build a pole barn, cause you'll have to have, I mean, you got electrical equipment and stuff that'll have to be inside of the shed.
Yeah.
And they'll do all their compacting, correct me if I'm wrong, Brian, but aren't you with the inmates gonna help do all that?
You will inmate station in there all day long, packing it, loading it on the trailers. We get
Right.
it before, we'll call them up and pick it up, bring another one.
And what happened was they was doing that over at Raymond,
Yeah.
but some reason they cut the inmates out, didn't they?
Well, they lost all Hines County lost all their state inmates.
Yeah.
I got you.
So
where
now
are we
they're,
gonna move
now they're
our,
doing it for themselves.
where are you gonna put the dumpsters?
We got room on the pad.
For both?
Yeah.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is somebody will be down there, so we'll be able to manage that site pretty good.
So we're not gonna have a county employee there anymore?
I really don't, I just
think
kind
we- I
of float
think it-
one back and forth over there right now.
I think what he
Okay?
said, the proposal he made was we wouldn't need one there.
Well, we have
They
one
will.
now, don't we?
Actually, it's gonna be a deputy down there with inmates, am I correct, Brian? On that,
Put into
That's
it.
what he said.
yeah,
I won't have to hire, I won't have another police officer, I got an officer at the pound watching those inmates.
Yeah.
Right.
He can watch the other one, won't have to hire anybody else to watch.
I got you.
but instead of the construction traffic being coming in there and just dumping at free will, we'll be able to, that site will get to where when we get this in place, it'll be manageable, and I think that's probably our most expensive site right now, looking back on what we're dumping and stuff right now, that's probably our most.
Oh, yeah,
expensive.
everybody goes to there.
Yeah,
Did that guy retire that worked there?
uh-huh.
Okay.
That's what you won't call it.
Okay. All right. Never mind.
All right, anything else additional, Mike? You
No,
got
I
anything?
just wanted some guidance, me and Laura.
So we
need
should be
some
straight on the
guidance
Robin Hood deal. All right,
the
anything else,
dumpsters.
Miss Laura?
No, sir.
All right,
I got a quick question. Are
Yes,
we
sir.
now going around looking at mailboxes and putting them in work orders to get them moved?
Done that.
We've finished that, and
I did,
So you
I've
just
done
got
the
some
state aid
catching up.
road, the state aid roads have been done
All right.
that was on the list to be done in the overlay. That's all been turned back in, Miss Laura sent
There
the
was
state
about
aid.
25% moved
Signed
there
letter that
on.
went to them saying that we had completed it.
Oh,
Now, we
really?
don't have 100% of the mailboxes moved, no, Jay. We do not have 100% of the mailboxes moved. But we did move everything on the state, that will be done on the state aid overlay. I think I got one mailbox in your district.
Okay, that
At
makes
the-
sense. All right.
No, it's at the church.
Yeah.
Actually, Craig's talked to the preacher and they didn't know the deal. It was
Okay.
put up in the thing, so they supposed to be moving that mailbox herself. That's the only one I know that's out there in Lingo right
is
now.
that the only county mailbox Jay's got?
That's in the city.
It is in the city.
All right, and speaking of that, when are we scheduling that road to be done? El Dorado.
El Dorado. Whenever our state aid.
Can we get it on the schedule now? I know I'd asked you to put it off a while.
Yeah,
Have we even not started any of that yet?
no, for the state aid work. No,
Yeah.
We're getting real close to state aid. We're making one change in our state aid program. That was on Holly Bush Road, which we had it in there, and it's coming out because of our project that we have in there, riding this stuff.
Okay.
So it's coming out, which will mean that the amount of money that the county has to put up on that project will come down. It'll be lower, still gonna be plenty of dollars. It's gonna come down.
Which means we just gonna pay that much more on Holly Bush, what you telling me, I'm guessing, huh?
How you gonna take the money
Yeah.
that we would have used on Holly Bush at state aid and use it somewhere else? And from what I understand, the work we'll do on Holly Bush will actually get it done cheaper than if we use the state aid money.
Yes. you will.
I can overlay cheaper than they will state aid.
So,
Well, I was just messing with you. I know you worming your way in to get all that, 3-lane done over there. But the East Metro is going to be complete pretty quick. How soon you think we'll be ready to put asphalt on state aid roads?
It's gonna be later in the year, because once state aid releases us to advertise the project, then you're losing a month there east or more.
Well, it's September. That's pretty late in the year, Buster.
I understand, I'm just telling you. how
You didn't say what year.
No, sir, I tried not to
Probably gonna be the first of the year.
But no, we're looking at this year.
Okay.
I'm just telling you the time frame, when it's advertised, you get a month at least or more. Then when you get that, you got the contract documents and so forth, which kills more time. The state aid process is not real fast.
So we looking December, January?
Well, hopefully before then.
Right when it starts getting bad.
Yes.
Yeah. Is it talking about, that's the same one White Road's involved in?
Mm-hmm, yes.
How
We
does
got-
that,
we got
I mean,
several
East
roads.
Metro is doing the offshoot to Old Brandon Road. They're building that. That'll have an impact on El Dorado. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just kind of
Oh, it
curious
is
why you're
having
trying
huge
to-
impact. Man, you need to go down El Dorado.
I
and
do.
See how much
I do.
traffic is on
I
it.
do, but you know.
Well, the hope is all that's going to be diverted because we didn't have all that traffic until East Metro got put in coming El Dorado. Or El Dorado
Yeah,
Cooper.
yeah.
When
So-
they suppose having East Metro done?
Well, they got the road cut in now, all the way to Old Brandon. They got one last little section there, so I'd say 2 or 3 months for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe.
To where?
To Old Brandon.
Oh, Brandon. Okay, I'm with you now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
So that way
it's like-
everybody just have a straight shot to Old Brandon.
What about that money that we
But-
got that
I
was
see,
going
I
in
see.
Daniel District?
The Spillway Road deal?
Yeah. What about that?
Have you got an update on
That was what, I mean, what? When a couple
You and
million?
Bob are on that board.
No, I don't know when it was turned loose though. Well, I know when we approved it, and I know we got it, but I don't know when it's being used.
80-20.
I'll laugh right with you, Jay.
We approved it. I know all about that.
It's on progress. It's on track. Right,
Tim? Tim,
It's
do
on
you know?
track, isn't it? It is.
I don't know that day.
I can tell you after 13.
Your next meeting.
Yeah. I don't remember all the
But we're
dates.
under a timetable on that one, aren't we? The
No.
Spillway Road one?
Spillway Road?
Sometime within the next 10 years.
No.
No, it's tighten that down, trying to.
No, we tightened that
How
way
long,
down.
how long do you how long do you have?
It'll be moving forward. I don't know the exact date on it, but we'll be within the.
Because we're closed out Old Fannin. That's turnkey done, right?
Yes, sir.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Yeah, we're still dealing, you know. But
It's in them dots.
Because we can't receive any more state aid funds, so that's closed out. Is that right?
yes, you won't get any more money.
So until that's closed out, nothing's happening.
What are you talking about, state aid funds?
We talking about that project, right, on the Old Fannin?
Wait, Old Fannon's gonna hold up any other state aid funds to us?
And, right now, I think Old Fannin was not gonna stand in.
All right, so that's not in the way then. That's what I was
Yeah,
asking.
no, I
All right.
don't think so.
When you said yes, that's what made me nervous.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was accepted.
Yeah, that's a federal. We got some federal dollars for that.
So that doesn't hold up anything else. All right,
Yeah,
good
no,
deal.
that won't be-
All right.
Speaking of Old Fannin, one last thing. We need to get that red light installed pretty quick. They're starting to build houses in there. Well, we just
Well,
approved
new
the
subdivision
construction.
is
Yeah.
in there.
And, I know what you're talking about.
So I know you ain't looked up the price yet, but we need to get rolling on that. How much you think we're looking at? 10, 20,000? 5?
Probably just gonna be, I mean, those are pretty modern days red lights. I
Yeah.
mean, probably just gonna be changing one of the heads out and doing, but I'm gonna say, I'm gonna throw you a number right there, 10,000.
Just to say something.
May or may not be close.
All right.
It's in that range.
But I mean, I don't think we have to change arms and, I
Once
mean,
they-
I'm not a red light guy.
This
but-
construction traffic starting, we need to get it done.
Yeah, I'll get,
Traffic can be a problem.
I actually get my street light people on it and give us an estimate on what it'd be.
Right.
Turn lane going in Vernon Jones right there, is that correct, Jay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Anything else additional business? And motion to adjourn?
So big.
Motion by Mr. Morris, second by Mr. Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign.
Y'all-
All right,
Somebody
we're
turn off
adjourned.
the red light, please.
Thank you.
For any idle consequence.
Yeah, we just gonna get you.
There may be a possibility I won't be here Tuesday. I got